One of my favorite things about collecting today is the ability to get so much. There's so much being made, and it's so accessible. You hop on BBTS, you hop on Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, McFarlane, Hasbro, Reliverse. It's all there for you to purchase and to be happy. The second thing I like, though, is the ability to make what hasn't been made. Just with a little bit of patience and tutorials, you can pretty much make any figure you want that hasn't been made through Etsy, 3D printing, people on eBay. There's a whole community out there dedicated to making custom figures. We will talk about my Ferrigno Hulk, why I made him, why he's so special to me, and why it was so fun to make this figure. Next on Toy Games. Toy Games! Yes! You and me, baby! Toy Games! I can't take it anymore! It's Toy Games!
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
So in the late 1970s, the Incredible Hulk was everywhere. There was toys from Mego to whoever made this thing, lunch boxes, sheets, shirts, and I have to, from memory, I probably would think it's because of the television show. It got adults to be into a drama about a scientist who turned himself into a giant green Jekyll and Hyde-like character. My dad loved this show. We'll get to it as well. I mean, I have the figures together. It was Adam West, it was Spider-Man, it was the Hulk, and it was awesome. To be able to watch a show with your dad about a character that you had the toy of was very cool and kind of unheard of for the time. I'm going to, I can't imagine prior to that, dads watching Howdy Doody with their son. It was probably more of a kid's thing. They treated the Hulk, it got kind of hokey in a lot of episodes, but they treated it in a serious manner. Bill Bixby was awesome. He made that phrase popular. It's still used today. I think it was in a Hulk movie with Ed Norton. And this is before CG, before a lot of heavy special effects. And they made it work. They got it the biggest man they could find, and it was Lou Ferrigno. And say what you want about Lou Ferrigno as a celebrity. As the Hulk, he was pretty darn awesome. This was made, I had an original head, and I liked it. A friend did the head, and I don't know. There was something about it that didn't match what I wanted for this body. Then I went on Etsy and saw this head, and apparently this recipe has been around for a few years now. And I've been wanting a Ferrigno Hulk for a while, so I just didn't cross my mind. I guess I didn't do the research. I don't know who originated this recipe, but this is, I don't have the MCU Smart Hulk or whatever was in the movie, but they used the same buck for the video game Hulk. So this was gray. I dyed it, to varying results. It didn't get it fully green, but enough to where if there's rub, it doesn't look gray. The shirt was from Amigo, coincidentally. I did that kind of to have that Mego vibe because Mego and Hulk kind of go together because they have a really good history of toy making together. And I love this thing. I love it. It's probably, already this year I've gotten awesome toys like a prune face and that Valaverse Colonel Siege who looks like Fred Ward. And then already, this is going to be my favorite figure of the year come December. And I made it, which is incredible. Maybe top 10. I don't know. There's a lot of year left. But to be able to make this for relatively cheap, the buck was $30. The head was $25. The paint was $10. Some time, some patience, and you got yourself a freaking Ferrigno Hulk. I love it. Here's how he stands with some classic characters that kind of were in that same era for many of us late 70s kids. And I chose this style, this size, because think about it. Ferrigno is 6'4". He wasn't meant to be like gargantuan size, 9 foot, 10 feet tall. It made sense for the story. They kind of changed things with the story. So this is kind of about the height where they would be. I think, what was Reeves, 6'2"? So it makes sense. It's not, he's a little taller, but you can see where this works with Adam West and Christopher Reeve. I don't have the Hasbro TV Spider-Mans. I do have Amigo Spider-Man, but that kind of looks really odd with them in there. Patience. If you want to tackle something like this, patience. I don't do many a year. The last two I did were Mr. Monster, the Fallout Ghoul, and now Lou Ferrigno Hulk. I'm not going to say it's as simple as paint by numbers, get the paint, you paint it, you're done. There is some trickery involved, but there's a lot of good tutorial vids out there. There's a lot of customizers that share their knowledge. And that's the cool thing about customizing community is the willingness to say, hey, this is how you do this is how you do that. Hit me up, write me on Instagram. Most of these guys will get back to you and are very kind about it. And I'm one of them. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I'll always give you whatever advice I can so you don't lose your freaking mind. See you tonight on Monday Night Raw, hopefully. As always, take care, have fun.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!